Hey, man, back again. No episode number 2. Best recaps in the world, part 2.
I mean, we really be doing this though. We really be doing it for the people. For the people now.
I might have to start yelling this episode. I might yell. I might scream.
You might just start screaming.
I might mess the levels all up. I might drop some F words.
I mean, just go off, right? It's a special episode. This is the uncensored Patreon version.
I might gotta do it this episode because, boy, we had a 10-goal match.
Yeah, we did. We got a lot of. It wasn't just that. Like it's been a weird round. It's been. If you got bread, it's been rough for you.
Speaking of which, well, now you just gave it away. But speaking of which, I got
it's been rough for you. Don't mean you lost.
You gave it away right there. You couldn't hang on to it. I got a question. I don't want to forget this question. Hold on. Let me write it down because I don't want to forget. All right. I feel like I'm going to forget because I'm going to be going off. Anyway, today we got these recaps. We're going to recap RB Leipzig versus Atleti. We're going to recap Barcelona versus Bayern. And we're going to recap Lyon versus Man City, which I do not know the result of. I was driving long distance while the game was going. I was like, I'm not going to find out anything. I'm going to let Caesar tell me, although he did just ruin it for me right now.
That's what you think.
So, yes, 3 recaps and just might start screaming on Barcelona. But actually, I might have to start screaming on this Atleti too. So, obviously, everybody knows the result by now. What we got there? Oh, we got
Wilson Freedom Riders High School mug.
We got daggone Oktoberfest mug, German seas in the building.
You're not having October. I'm not that Brazilian to have an Oktoberfest mug.
That's Big South Brazil. Well, what's the name of the big construction company? Is it Odebrecht or what? What's the name?
Odebrecht.
Yeah, they're German though. German getting all that bread. Anyway, so RB Leipzig versus Atleti. I watched the match. I didn't watch it very intently. I only have like half a page of notes. One thing I did put in the beginning is that this is an audition for Marcel Sabitzer, that baller ass midfielder they got on.
He's filthy.
He is nice with it.
So filthy.
Nice football player hairdo too. You know what I'm saying?
And it's a cool last name, Sabitzer. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I was like, this is an audition for him.
Yeah.
Although, like, he's been doing his thing, like, to get off on Atleti is, like, a kind of another level on this stage. And I think he did his thing. One thing in the beginning that Atleti was doing, one thing that bothers me, and, like, it only doesn't bother me if it's late in the match. But if you get a free kick, like, close to the halfway line and you're setting up, like, a set-piece play, like, what are you doing? Like, Atleti in, like, the 10th minute or something, like, by the 10th minute, they did 2 long-ass set-piece plays. Like, the dude got fouled close to the halfway line, all the way on near the out of bounds.
I thought I saw that moment. I saw like 4 minutes of the game. That's the moment I saw.
And I'm seeing Lodi set up. They're, like, setting up a line, like, dog, what are you doing? You don't want to play football? What the hell? Like,
nah, Simeone ball, homie.
I was like, dog, it's like the.
You're not gonna score that joint.
It's like the 4th minute. Why are you making this dude kick the ball 40 yards to try to get
it in too? That's be all nice.
I'm like, and like, I think each one like didn't even make it there. I'm like, come on, dude.
It's the front line.
I'm like, this shows me that like you're garbage, yo.
Oh, that's Athletic, dog. They're annoying.
Seriously. RB Leipzig's first goal. Actually, I put like in the first half that RB Leipzig is definitely playing better football, but Atleti got off a few shots. Carrasco kind of got off a few shots. Their goalie was like balling out.
Really?
RB Leipzig's goalie, yeah. The first goal was by some dude named Olmo. Whenever I don't know who the player is, I just put like goal and I just put the team. But then like later on, I saw his name was Olmo.
Bolmo?
Olmo, last name.
Olmo.
But it was off a really nice, it was a really nice cross in by Sabater though, like just like really beautiful.
He's good.
Very, very good. 70th minute, there's a penalty called for Atleti. It was a bad tackle by some dude named Klosterman on João Felix. João Felix.
Klosterman.
Yeah, João Felix steps up, scores the penalty. It's 1-1. But in the 88th minute, the American Tyler Adams, very regular.
Tyler regular Adams.
Yes. There was a nice cross in by Angelino, the little dude from Spain. He crossed it in. I'm pretty sure it went right to Tyler Adams, who shot it. Crazy deflection off of Savic for Atleti, and then it just wrong-footed. What's Atleti's goalie's name?
Oblak.
All black, and just went in. The deflection was like, I had to also blame Savic a little bit. It's like, damn dog, like I know that happens, but it was kind of like, why is your foot there? It was weird. It was like a little, like usually it's just like you're trying to get the ball or something like that, and he just like had his.
Well, you know what they do? They're the kings of deflecting balls. This time it just didn't work in their favor. They love doing that. This time it worked against them. Finally,
literally
2 years though.
Literally. So yeah, it scored late, and man, like, what are you gonna do? They put in Morata and João Felix. They started off with Diego Costa and Llorente up top. That didn't really work for them. And yeah, like they were pushing late. It just didn't have enough time. RB Leipzig plays good football. They know how to keep possession. And like, I think their coach is playing with some tactics. Whereas, okay, anyway, let me RB Leipzig won 2-1 against Atleti. Atleti came in off the beating Liverpool. RB Leipzig beat
Chelsea? No,
not Chelsea. That was Bayern. Dang, who they beat?
Didn't follow that journey. Sorry,
you ain't the only one.
But I mean, it's crazy because they also did that without Timo Werner.
Yeah, they definitely didn't need him.
No, Timo's like, damn it.
He was like, damn, I thought I was special. Oh, they beat Tottenham. That's right. They beat the dog shit out of Tottenham too. 4-0 on aggregate. Yeah. Now let me just, before we get into this Barcelona match, I just want to say this really fast. I wish I could be as vulgar as I wanted to be, but like, is the Diego Simeone thing over yet, dude? Like, I remember having this conversation on the podcast before. Like, I remember talking about this, how like he gets weight, like he's in a great position. He has no pressure, like none.
He's like a right wing dude.
Oh, okay. You going, dude? You've been reading stuff. You over here been all
like Trump. He gets to just say whatever he wants and do whatever he wants, man. There's no losses for him.
Like none. And like,
I can't really take a L ever. He really can't take a L. Like if it's like they get dismantled, they just think the team is terrible because he doesn't always have like a star-set lineup. So they just blow the team up, send some dudes to China, and start over again. Well, if it does good, then it's like, oh yeah. And then if he fumbles at the end though, like it's like he had his one peak year, and that was a 2015 year or whatever. But that was off the heels of Diego Costa. Getting like 30 goals that year. Never happened again in his life.
That was like 2013 or something like that.
Yeah, that was a while back. That was like the one time in his career when he blew up the spot.
Yeah, like they've won Europa a couple of times, but I'm just like, yo, like it's just like Atleti has money. One, like they have money. Like they're able to make like $70 million signings like João Felix. Like that's a lot of money. They got bread. And they've had money for a long time. I remember listening to Bobo Vieri when they asked him why he went to Atleti, why did you leave Italy to go to Atleti for that season? He was like, I was broke. He was like, they had money. He was like, I needed that money. So they've had money since back then. Like they're not
Yeah, I
like
mean, they've always had stars. They signed Cavani and they had Kun Aguero back in the day. I mean, Cavani, a Falcao. They've had players before, and
yeah.
I remember they got like some obscene amount of. They got like 100 some million euros for Falcao. It was like some crazy money Monaco paid for him.
It just is very whack that Diego Simeone as the coach like gets all like I remember them talking about, oh, is he the best coach in the world and this and that. I'm like, the best coach in the world has to have pressure, has to have like expectations. There's no expectations for Atleti. If they finish like 10th, they're just gonna be like, well, no, I won't say 10th.
It's kind of low.
I won't say 10th. If they finish fifth,
they won't get ripped on. They'll be
no.
like 20, but they won't get ripped on.
Like if they're playing Europa League, they won Europa League. They beat Marseille in that final. Like that was like, oh, that's a good season. But this is like they got the third most money in Spain.
Yeah, they're way richer than Marseille.
Yeah, like they're a rich team, and they got somebody who's supposed to be this amazing coach. And I'm like, damn, dog.
Let the Sevillas of the world win that.
It's just like, dog, like he has no pressure because there's not. I highly doubt. Now, granted, I don't really listen to too much soccer media anymore, but like, I doubt there's gonna be like a notion like, hey, man, like, is it over for him?
Yeah, no, for sure.
You got João Felix, like his season was like not. There's nothing to write home.
That's the wrong team. He just wanted to get the bread.
It's like,
that is not the team for him.
No.
That's just weird.
I mean,
like, you're a creative player, man. That's not really what they be doing up top. They don't really be making things happen like that.
No, they put a CDM up top.
He would have been better at Monaco with Gelson. He'd been balling out. Actually, yeah, Jean-Flo actually would have been so filthy in Liga. He would have had a blast, dude. Imagine him like Lille. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, he would have been out, seeing all this space, run around, get crazy. I think they're jumping a 4-4-2 with a CDM up top and a washed-up striker. Just because he's big, like, oh my God, y'all are embarrassing.
And literally, like, see me, like, they're gonna talk about him being
Liverpool, bam, and like that was like funny as hell to me because I'm like, you lost to Llorente up top, basically. You lost to Llorente. I hear scoring on you. That was funny to me. That wasn't tactical genius to me. I was just like, I can't believe it. Like, y'all are, what the hell are you guys doing losing to this team? And then the fact that they carried on to this lineup again and lost, I'm like, yeah, see, this was supposed to happen. You're not supposed to win like this. This is not how it goes. Like, I'm sorry. Like, Leipzig has like a real team out there. They have a real team. They have a good fullbacks. They have really, really good young center backs. Kepa's a baller. The other dude's a baller. Have some good and they've always had really good young midfielders. And Sabitzer, sensational player. Those are good players. Like, and they're playing a proper system, a 4-3-3. They're ready to go. They're playing. The Atletico out here, what are you guys doing?
Like, it just seems like Diego Simeone is just not like his, like, tactically, there's nothing impressive. He's relying on just like a mind state, really, like, don't let them score on us kind of thing. And it's just lame, dude. Like it's just corny to me. Like, why can't Atleti play good football? And I remember actually hearing other pundits say that, like, Atleti has good players. Like, it sucks that they have this coach that doesn't let them play football, really.
Yeah, people like Gelson, even Carrasco's a baller.
All these guys.
Carrasco, imagine like Carrasco like Valencia. He'd be sensational, like anywhere. Like, even Real Madrid, Carrasco started Real Madrid. He's a baller player. Like, he's a good winger. Like Barcelona should get a Carrasco. That'd be great for them. That's a left wing they need.
Saul's a baller.
Another one. Hire us, please. You guys suck. Like, all these players. Please, once again on the show, we can't start talking about Saul. Saul's probably one of the most underappreciated, best center mids in the entire planet. Like, literally, this man has no weakness. There's no bad foot. He plays defense and he plays offense. He takes the penalties. He's literally that's the guy you probably watched since he was 5. Like, that guy's gonna be amazing. Oh, he's gonna play goalie today? Okay, wow. He's literally the greatest player ever.
And he's sitting here languishing football
in Madrid. Oh my God.
And I don't even think he's 25 years old yet.
He's like, if he's even 28, that's too young. He's been at this form for so long, and he's so good. They were like always talking about Jose Maria Jimenez or whatever all the time. But I'm like, y'all need to talk about Saul. That's the guy who needs some damn love. That guy is Shit, he's worth like 200 million.
Yeah. And I think even like, although we're going to talk about Barcelona next, like I think even like showing how bad Griezmann's done at Barcelona also kind of exposes Atleti. Like, yeah, he was out there scoring goals, but it's like, like I want, like, you know, you don't be looking at like every goal somebody scores. You just kind of see like, oh, they scored some goals. Like now I kind of want to go back and see what was up with these goals he was scoring, because how come he can't even get a shot at Barcelona, but he is scoring these goals at Atleti? What was going on there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely intriguing to say the least. They're an interesting team. I think he just gets a ton of credit because he just presses a lot and just plays defense, but then he just does tactically horrific on offense, like horrific, goofy. It's just like if this was the NFL, it'd be fine, Simeone. Yeah, you'd be a great defensive coordinator. You can go ahead and do that. But soccer, the beautiful thing about soccer, it's a two-way sport. It's not just, oh, we're bringing in a whole lineup. It's like basketball. You're going to play defense. You're going to play some offense too. So the thing is, he needs what would make him an amazing coach to me is if he had a team that's good defensively and also looks like they know what they're doing offensively. Like when you watch Atletico, it looks like they're just trying to make something happen. Like we're just going to throw it around. Here's a give and go. João Felix, like he's just like on his island just doing stuff. I'm like, this isn't even – it's like sad to watch. Like this not only hampers development of these players, it undervalues them, and people get rocked like Jackson Martinez. They get played out in a situation. A sensational striker who came off a brilliant year at Porto goes over there and looks like trash when he's not.
Well, I don't even think he looked like trash.
I'm saying according to people, like he looks like trash to them. And he didn't. It just some of those balls just wasn't going in.
Yeah, like he didn't. I feel like he didn't really get that many opportunities. But like, it's like, what are you expecting from this team? When I just feel like Simeone is telling them like, just don't worry about it. Like don't like spend so much thought trying to score. Like we'll score. Just like don't let them score on us. You know. Like yeah, I don't know.
A minute, but like people have careers here.
Yeah, it's just weird, and it's like
you got a striker that's from a 4-3 formation, and you put him as like a second striker in a 4-2-2. It's just 4-4-2. Like you're not even like trying, man. You're just like you're not even adapting your team to like different things. You just have the same thing. You're plugging humans in, and that's all he does is plugging people in.
Yeah, and he's allowed to do that because there's no pressure. Like you build this mystique, like you're amazing off a few like trophies that you got, and it's like now you're going out to RB Leipzig, dude.
Yeah, buddy. Sorry, that's not amazing to lose RB Leipzig.
Yeah, dog.
You literally lost a team that's made by an energy drink. Like you're not.
Yeah, they came out 10 years ago.
Yeah, them and 15 other teams around the world. Like that's not nothing to be proud of. And your team is like historic.
Yeah.
Although one time Leipzig has these away black jerseys that are just so incredible looking. I love them.
Oh, I've seen that. That's fire.
This is beautiful.
But anyway, let's get to this beautiful game we had here. Oh man, there was something else that I wanted to write down actually. I think maybe I have it here. Oh, do I have it? Because I gotta absolutely ask you this question. I think I just thought of it. Let me write it down. Because this is a good one. Okay. Bayern, did you watch this match or no? You didn't see the whole thing.
I saw. It's funny. I was like trying to take my lunch at work. I took my lunch. I was like, oh, this is literally me. I've only missed 13 minutes, so I can just jump in.
So how much of it did you watch?
I watched the whole first half. Well, the first half only from the 13-minute mark to the halftime, and then I saw I didn't see any of the second half.
Okay.
But I was keeping up on it. But just know, like, when I came into that first half, I saw the score. I was like, oh, my God, I guess I did miss a lot in the 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
So, Barcelona,
yeah,
they put Griezmann on the bench, fine. I don't even know why that's news. They kind of did basically they were playing with Arturo Vidal and Suarez. Like, it was weird. Formation, you can't even really describe the formation. Honestly, mostly because they just never did anything. Like, so it was just like Suarez is up there, like, kind of by himself. But whatever they were trying to do formation-wise, it just was never able to happen because they just never. Not even that they never had the ball, they just never were able to do anything actually, like very much. So I don't even want to actually get into the formation. But Arturo Vidal started. And Griezmann's on the bench, and there was like, oh, Griezmann's on the bench. Griezmann was like, dude, like, what are you talking about? Of course he's on the bench, dude.
He hasn't even scored 6 goals in 5 months, so it's like not even a thing to be like have him out there. You got to score 6 to help him out.
So 4th minute, Mueller scores a goal. I put too easy. Like Perisic crosses the ball like all the way over to Mueller.
Yeah.
Mueller.
Perisic, who Bam wanted Real Madrid to get.
Who? Mueller?
You wanted Real Madrid to get Perisic.
Oh yeah. That's so old now though. Perisic, who I do think is black.
He does kind of look, yeah.
That hair is out there. I'm like, wow, dog, you expose yourself.
What do you mean expose yourself, man? Be proud, homie.
He wasn't trying to be black at Inter. So Perisic crosses it over to Mueller. Mueller's got Lewandowski with somebody on his back. It might have been Longley right in front of him. He gives it to Lewandowski. Lewandowski gives it right back to him, and he just shoots that ball in there. I'm like, damn, where's Barcelona? But it was funny. That's the 4th minute, and you could already tell that Bayern is already too much for Barcelona. Like you could already tell within 4 minutes. In the 7th minute, I put I was like, Messi's gotta kind of get involved here.
Yeah.
Right after I wrote that, own goal by David Alaba, I put investigate. Man, that own goal was kind of crazy. I was like, damn, dog, like that looked like you kind of tried to put it there, man. Like, what's the deal, man? And I was like, okay, here we go. Are they going to do it?
I'm like going to each highlight as you're talking about them. It's kind of funny.
Okay, cool. So that was the own goal. So it's 1-1. In the 10th minute, right after that, Messi's putting in a cross, and it hit the crossbar. But I do think that might have ended up being called offsides because somebody tried to head it, I think, and I think that person was offsides, but it was kind of like, holy shit. Now, got a good 10 minutes. Barcelona's looking like Barcelona. Bayern's looking dangerous. 21st minute, another goal. Perisic, it looked like a cross, but it went in. It looked like a cross, but it ended up hitting Ter Stegen's foot and then like flipping back into the goal. But it was like after a really nice steal by Gnabry, who got it to Perisic.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, nice steal by Gnabry.
This is really fun. This makes me just do a Twitch ones. We got to do those.
Yeah. 27th minute, Bayern Munich gets another close chance, but it was saved. Then right after that, another goal by Gnabry.
Gnabry.
It was a really beautiful pop-up kind of pass.
Yeah.
By Mueller. Good.
Go ahead.
Mueller. I don't know who got it to
Mueller.
Huh?
It wasn't Mueller.
Who did the pop-up pass? Who?
Goretzka.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it was number 18.
I thought that it was Goretzka that got it to Mueller, and then Mueller popped it up to Gnabry.
No, Goretzka popped it up over top to Gnabry. I'm looking at it right now. Number 18 popped it up. Yeah.
So who passed it to Goretzka?
Mueller. No. Thiago did a no-look pass to Goretzka, and Goretzka kicked it over to Gnabry.
Okay. So
Gnabry.
Gnabry. So Goretzka pops it up.
Yeah.
Gnabry just thugs out Longley, just gets right around him. Like,
No, and it's crazy because that's what I'm noticing. Like, from the first goal Mueller did, what is up with the defensive spacing? It's really weird. It's like just these open like channels of air you can just roam around with them. I mean, even on one of the plays, like the center backs are just spaced so big. It's really weird.
Well, that's because Bayern's just too fast for them.
Bayern's too fast, and Barcelona's just garbage.
Yeah, but I'm just like, damn, Longley, how do you let him get around you?
You can't do that. being a defender, having pride, you can't be letting that happen, dog.
Like he just got around you so easy. Like one, you should be stronger than that. Two, like you have the angle. Like you have it. Why are you letting him go and then you just automatically chase him? Like why are you gonna run behind him, dog? Like you just really suck. But it was a really nice goal by Gnabry anyway. Bang. 4 minutes later, another goal.
This is when I entered. I was like, what is going on right now? What did I walk into? And so I was like, what did I just walk into?
Another goal by Mueller. Thugged out Longley. I put he thugged out Longley on the cross. I don't really remember what happened on the goal.
Longley and Braun are definitely texting each other right now. Like, life is just rough right now. They probably listen to that Juice WRLD album together.
And you know what? Longley's actually a good center back. Like I'm not.
I like Longley. No, I like him. He's good.
He's better than PK.
Not the day though. He's a good center back too. But that was not his day either. It's just
not your day. So okay, now although this ended up not mattering at all, but I do my due diligence when I do these goddamn recaps. 42nd minute, there was a yellow card on Jerome Boateng, but it was cap because Luis Suarez fouled Thiago so hard right before that. He like stepped on his foot and got the ball off Thiago, but he fouled the hell out, which should have been a yellow card on Suarez. And then Boateng fouled Luis Suarez, and they gave Boateng the yellow card. But I'm like, damn, what's up with VAR? Go back and look, because they were showing the replay. Suarez stepped on Thiago. I'm like, that was a yellow card foul, which would have ended up being a red card for Luis Suarez because he got a
I looked at it right now. That's a foul, dude. That like damn near busted his knee off that.
Yeah, that was a crazy foul on Suarez. I mean on Thiago by Suarez.
What the hell?
But
Boateng was like mad about it.
Well, Boateng just like he just kind of like grabbed Luis Suarez, but it was like already a foul. It should have been a foul called on Luis Suarez because he stepped on Thiago, which should have been a yellow card. But it ended up not mattering anyway. So whatever. Halftime is 4-1, and literally not surprised. Like 5 goals have happened, and all of them were put in the back of the net by Bayern players at this point.
The only Barcelona goals is Jordi Alba investigation mode.
Yeah, David Alba own goal.
David Alba, sorry, not Jordi.
So
last name. Go ahead though.
So Griezmann comes on for Sergio Roberto at the halftime.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I busted out the Griezmann tracker. Might as well just say it right now. He did nothing. I only put 1 negative play. He did absolutely nothing. He had a couple passes here and there, but he did nothing, basically. Should I ask this question now? Well, their season's over. I'll ask it now. I honestly think that Messi had more goals than Griezmann had shots this season. Like literally, like
that's crazy if he did.
So many games, Griezmann left the pitch without ever shooting the ball. I honestly feel like Messi had more goals than Griezmann even had shots. I don't know like where you can find player shot stats, but I'll look it up. Okay, so coming back from halftime. A few yellow cards. Alphonso Davies got a yellow card. Luis Suarez got a yellow card. 57th minute, Luis Suarez scores a really nice goal. He crossed the dog shit out of your boy Jerome Boateng. He cannot leave Barcelona unscathed, man. I was like, damn, he put that move
played out. That is. He didn't. I just looked at it right now. This man gets always put on ice skates when he goes against Barcelona. He really do be rollerblading at the crib.
You know Luis Suarez is black too, so you know he's gonna be like, well, at least
I'm not skip.
All right. So right now it's 4-2. Is Barcelona gonna come back? Hell to the no.
Hell no.
To the no. What is this? 7 minutes later or something like that. 6 minutes, another goal. 63rd minute. Man, we got to talk about this one.
Oh, you don't want to talk about the Joey about chucking the ball at the ref?
Whatever. He got a yellow card. He got a yellow card for that. That was like right after Luis Suarez goal. So your boy Alphonso Davies. I mean, he just said, "I'm gonna put the team on my back, though. I am not about to let Barcelona out here thinking they're gonna come back." And he just literally destroyed Nelson Semedo. Nelson Semedo, I'm sorry, dog. I used to like you, but I feel like what happened to Nelson Semedo. This is me caping for him, and then I'm gonna keep it very real after this. I think he hates playing at Barcelona. I think he has no friends there. I think he's just like unhappy, and like it's showed in his game. And also, his first season, he used to be doing a lot with the ball getting forward. But I feel like since he plays on the same side as Messi, Messi's just not having that. Like, you got to give Messi the ball. Messi's not trying to have you going all the way up and crossing the ball.
Like, I mean, yeah, look at Bayern. Like, so many people just dribbling around and with the ball and creating stuff. Alphonso Davies on one side, Serge Gnabry. Like, that's a true offensive team. Barcelona doesn't do that. It's one guy that everything needs to be systematically ran through, and you can't do that joint.
I think that Nelson Semedo might have been told, you cannot be doing all that.
Yeah.
You have to give that ball to Messi, okay? If you remember, I think Dani Alves was saying that he doesn't want that Pep used to tell them, don't be passing the ball from the right back to Messi. Like, don't be giving Messi the ball on the same side as you. Like, that's just ugly. Like, that's what I'm pretty sure that's what Dani Alves said.
Yeah, I remember saying that. Yeah.
Pep said, don't be doing that. But it was like, I can't. Like, I got to give Messi the ball kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's me giving Semedo a little bit of here. Now, dog, on this play right here, it's unbelievable to me. It's absolutely unbelievable how bad a soccer defender can be. I'm literally looking at this dude squaring up Alphonso Davies, and I'm like, dog, he's gone left 3 times already. Like, What are you doing, man? All you gotta do is just Caesar, I remember playing American football. If the damn receiver, I played corner. If the receiver lines up way out wide and you're playing press man, you don't square up on him. You're going to be a little bit on his inside because that's where he's going. If he's lined up kind of close to the offensive line, you're going to be a little bit on his outside because that's where he's going. He can't go nowhere inside. So Nelson Semedo, the dude is literally standing in 2 inches away from the out of bounds with his left foot on the ball, and he's gone left 3 times already. Dog, just get on his left side a little bit. How do you give him his left? How?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Also because, like, why would you square up on that side? Because you have space on the left too and on the right. Why would you give him options? I thought as a defender, you wanna create the least amount of options for an offensive player to make something happen. Even if you wanted to give him his left, at least crowd his right so you could be like, well, I was trying to force him out of bounds. Fine, sure. No, I don't want you to do that, but fine, go ahead. But, I mean, the guy literally went on his left foot, brought the ball to his left foot to spin around to get to that side, to go left again. So what did you think? He was going to magically go and cross the ball to his right and start dribbling to the right, which he never does? No, it's baffling to me. It was terrible defense. He can do this leg thing all he wants. Do that all you want, because you know what? It's going to go left. It's going to land. And when it lands here, it's going to go like that. That's what it's going to do.
Caesar, like, on the real.
Terrible defense. Like, also his knees were close at one point. I'm like, do you know how to stand? Like, he was like this, and then he started going like this. I'm like, why are you bringing your legs together? You have to move vertically. You have to move quickly.
Laterally.
Stand. Make him nutmeg you, and if he nutmegs you, keep your body right there.
Caesar, I was just about to say that.
So many options.
Like
So
literally,
many.
I would actually want him to nutmeg me.
Please,
Because then I can just turn around and get the ball.
Yeah, you could just box him out and
Yeah.
you could have just made havoc happen instead of getting juked out. And then at the very end on that baseline, he just like kind of put his foot there. What are you doing, dude? It's 4-2. Give him a penalty. Punch him in the throat or something. I don't care anything, dog. You're looking terrible.
Like, it's unbelievable. Like, yeah, like when he was doing the leg thing, I'd be so happy. Like, cool. Because now
I would have just like I would have rushed right up to his fucking left side of his body, made him make a move.
Caesar, you can even like hand check him. Like, you can even just like put your hand on his shoulder and just stay on this left side.
Yeah.
Like,
as soon as I see his limb flail like this, I'm crowding into his body right there. Just make him react. Because when he's doing that, he's trying to determine when we're going to start moving. Like, I'm doing this. So now it's up to me to decide when I'm going to go. No, you're a defender. You make him react. So you force it. You initiate him.
And the thing is, like, yeah, if he's faster than you and he's a baller and he's better than you, that's okay.
Yeah.
All you got to do is just limit his options. Your players are inside.
Don't give him room. Don't give him his good foot. Don't give him options. It's just like so many things. It doesn't make sense to me. That sounds like someone who doesn't want to be there. Like, that's what it looks like to me. Like, you're mentally checked out.
Well, I'm gonna say what I think it is, but like, you have help inside. Like, what's the deal? But this is the thing. Nelson Semedo's been a professional for a long time. I just have to give that to just coaching, but like not just like his coaching, like the whole system of coaching. You know, it was funny. Like, this is random, but like when we were playing one Saturday, the one left-footed dude, the little kind of stocky dude, I always forget his name. What's his name?
Alex, something like that? Alex?
No,
Alex.
Who?
Alex.
No, not him. Not him. The other one, the one that's like a little bit more stocky, left-footed though. I always call him Messi.
Oh.
Alex. Chad or
no.
I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about. There was one time we were playing, and I I played defense on him the only way I know how, and he was like, "Man, that's funny." He's like, "The way you the way you played me was like weird." He's like, "Soccer players never do that." He was like, "You just like kind of limited me, and I just had to like come back." He's like, "Soccer players never do that," and I'm just like, "Yeah, I think they're not teaching them that because I can't believe that Nelson Semedo's like." That, like, if somebody ever taught him that, there's no way he would forget that in that moment.
You know,
right?
That's a great point. That's a great point because actually, I remember when I was a kid, I entered this club team, and I was at the same year I just finished like I was like middle schoolish, so like I just finished Pop Warner, and then also at the same time I had just was like through like probably one of the hardest basketball camps ever, and I remember I went to soccer. I started soccer, and I remember going and we were doing like defensive drills because at the time like this coach wanted me to play like center mid, and we were doing defensive drills, and I was just so confused on why like I was like, how come we're not even like why are we like learning differently? Like why am I like not being taught the same stance I'm doing in basketball basically? Like why not? Like why not? It's a sport that requires the same vertical movement. It's just with your feet. Actually, it's even less because that's someone you're able to move your hands like so much differently. It's like even harder to guard somebody that's dribbling the ball. It can literally go anywhere, and you can like kind of try. It's just different, you know. And like I never understood that. And like the way they're teaching is like they were like upset at like crowding. They want like zone work. I'm like I don't really kind of get it. Like why? I understand if you want to have a zone predicated defense if you're just in the midfield creating things. But if you're getting close to the box, what's wrong with just grabbing a human? Grab a human, dude. Like, grab a body, stick on him. Like, I don't understand. There should be really no switching, really. Just stay on there if you have to at the big field. Sure, but, like, stick on them. Why are we not sitting on people's bad, weak foots? Like we said on the show a long time ago, if I'm a defender and I'm sitting on Messi's left foot all day and he scores a hat trick with his right foot, you think I'm going to be mad? No, I'm going to be like, well, it's the Kobe effect. That dude's just going to make it. He's just going to make it. He's that good. But I did my job. I did everything I could. if he's going to come around here and play and he's going to come my side of the field, he's never going to be comfortable. He's never going to be chilling. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not like Ronaldo. Ronaldo can – he's not Ronaldo. Ronaldo can just whip a monster. Whenever Messi uses a right foot, it's like kind of so,
Messi can only use his right foot in the box.
Yeah, and like his left foot, it can be anywhere on the planet. So just know that you've limited him already. Even if you've limited him 2%, it's a limit. Like, you've done that to him. You've made him think because his natural body reaction is always going to be wanting to go left. So the fact that you even took a millisecond to make him be like, oh, I got to go right now, you've won already. Like, you're already living rent-free in his brain. Like, you've already did that.
It's so easy, too. Like,
soccer coaching defense. You really opened my eyes. You said that years ago about how coaching is really defensive soccer is really bad. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then, like, it really just starts hit year after year. You see the examples. You're like, what are they doing out there?
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand. If a dude showed you, I'm using this foot, doggy, I'm using this foot, B.
Yeah,
why don't you just sit on it?
We literally have the country to, like, if just one random DB coach or something just came up and just started coaching soccer, he could literally transform us to be like a defensive juggernaut team. Like, literally, if he just had one youth system that just produce these players, you could just literally create, like, America could literally be known as that. Like, oh, like, yeah, it's tough playing Spain. Man, when you play against USA, like, their defense is just like they just defend differently. It would change the sport, literally. Like, we could be the country that did that. We wouldn't even have to pretend like we're going to start pumping out Pele's. That's fine. If we don't do that, at least if we have these dudes from Pennsylvania and Westwood, whatever, if they're playing defense like that, we're literally changing the game. Like, literally, people, it's like the Warriors effect. Warriors are like, okay, like, people don't like, we're going to start shooting three-pointers all the time, everywhere. We don't need a center because it's long rebounds anyways. The rebounds don't crowd. We don't have to have a big guy in the middle because the rebounds are coming from outside the elbow. So it's fine. We can have little dudes. It's just a ball. Who gets it? And if I miss it 1-3, I'll shoot 4 more. Whatever. They changed the game, though. They changed the whole sport. This whole sport has changed, literally.
Like, it doesn't, like, it's just very obvious to me, and it just doesn't make sense. And, like, here's the thing. Like, there's some players that when they get the ball in the midfield, like, they're legitimately able to make somebody miss going either direction.
Yeah.
And there's not very many. The only players I've really seen like that, like, now, is Ndombele and Cuadrado when he plays in the midfield. Like, literally, he can receive the ball in the midfield and go either direction. It's like a crossover.
More players like that too. It like only top tier player though.
Yeah, like it's like a crossover. Like you were saying in basketball. Yeah, like, once you have the ball in your hands, like, you can. It's easy to cross somebody up and get around them. In soccer, it's not that easy. Like, it's really, I don't want to say impossible, but it's damn near impossible in the sense that, like, you generally don't have a player have the ball at his feet and he makes moves and, like, the guy is just out of there. Like, it's very rare.
Yeah.
Since that's not the case, and also that's in the midfield, but when you got a guy all the way on the sideline and he's shown you that he has one foot that he's going to use in one direction he's going to go, honestly, like, I'm just going to be like, okay, well, damn, let me just get on your left, and you got to do something incredible to get left. I'm going to make you go right, and you're going to get uncomfortable, and you're going to send in a bad cross, or you're going to do something, like, mind-blowing, and whatever. I can live with that.
Which is fine.
Yeah. Like, Messi ain't going to score a hat trick on his right foot. It's not going to happen.
If he does, wow.
But, like,
he ain't scored 36 on his right foot, tell you that much.
Yeah.
He
like,
scored 36 goals all year on that right foot.
Yeah, and literally it's going to be in the box. Like, it's going to be, like, in the box. It's going to be a shot where your goalie should save it. Like, you have options when he's on his right foot. When Messi's on his left foot, you don't have no options.
No, and you've seen it. He had a couple plays even there where he's just dribbling through the whole planet because he's on the right side because he gets to use his left foot to shoot shots in.
And nobody's going to get on his left. They still don't do it. They still fall for his little right shoulder dip, go to – I'm like, why are you even falling for that?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Like, if anything with Messi, when he did the right shoulder dip, I'm just gonna push him to make you go there. Like,
please,
let's go.
They're escorting him to the right.
Yeah, please. But yeah, so anyway, Alphonso Davies just destroyed Semeto's life.
Yeah.
Got all the way to the baseline, like all the way. And just
a white cap that's dismantled Semedo.
Yeah, and then
Vancouver white cap.
Yeah, and then just anybody could have scored. Anybody was going to score that goal. Like,
a goalie could have been there. He would have whipped that joint in there.
Yeah, he's like, oh, nice.
Rashford actually knocked it in.
Yeah. So, but Kimmich scored it.
He was a baller.
It was funny after that. In the 66th minute, Semedo headbutted the dog shit out of Davies. Like they're like both kind of going for the ball, but Semedo headbutted like. Just jumped into him like a torpedo in the head. I was like, that was payback.
Yeah.
I honestly thought Davies was going to be out after that because it was pretty hard.
I just looked at it again. What the hell is he doing, dude?
It's just I can't, yo.
I literally cut him.
Like I'd be like, what do you do? Like you can't even be like, oh, he was so fast. I'd be like, well, damn, like just get on his left foot. What are you gonna say? I didn't know he was left-footed.
Yeah, I major props off Alphonso Davies. Like even like watching the just a slow mo, like he has really good pose. Like it's kind of crazy. Like he has a good like his pose, like the way he's able to just compose himself right there. Like he got really deep on that left side. Ter Stegen's right in front of him. There's PK and Semedo on the floor right behind him. That's a lot of happening around you. Like at a young age like that, like sometimes people get all fumbly. He just remained calm and waited for that hold open there for that pass. So major props to him. Like that's really impressive for his age. That's really impressive.
I think like okay, and also like one more time, like I don't know if Semedo knew he was left-footed or what, but I don't know about Kike Setien. Like dog, like why didn't you just let somebody know, hey, this dude's hella left-footed. He's very good. So once he realizes that he's better than you, then you just got to get on his left foot. But Alphonso Davies, I think somebody probably told him, "Hey, like you can thug him out. Like you can put the shimmy shammer on him. Give it a try." And he was like, "All right."
Like you thugged out Neymar in practice. You can do that if you want.
Yeah, like he probably was like, "Okay, like oh, here's my chance. Like let me see what I can do on this dude." Just like you do in sports. Like, okay, yeah, let me ISO on this guy. Like let me see what I can do on him, and it worked. Okay, 67th minute. The beater Kingsley Coman came on for Black Perisic. He almost scored like right after that, but his shot got blocked. 70th minute, Barcelona's making another change. They brought on Ansu Fati for Busquets. At this point, I think it was 5-2. Then 75th minute, Coutinho comes on and Sula comes on for Gnabry and Boateng. In the 80th minute, by the 80th minute, Bayern shot the ball 22 times.
I have very rarely played FIFA games this high, by the way.
Insane. 82nd minute, Lewandowski scores. I thought that he was offsides. They went to VAR, but it was upheld. It was a nice little header. I think that Coutinho actually –
Lewandowski was so happy. Like, come on, man. Of all the people, I can't get one.
Well, I'm going to talk about that after, too. But, yeah, Coutinho, I think, put in that cross for him actually with his left foot, if I'm not mistaken.
What's Coutinho? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
With his left
foot.
Very
nice cross. Left foot.
Mm-hmm.
On Semedo.
Oh, it was, too. You know what I want to say to himself, but I'm not going to do it. So that protest going on. 84th minute, Tolisso and Hernandez come on for Goretzka and Alphonso Davies. Somebody was giving Alphonso Davies a big hug when he was coming out. It was cute. Man, like at this point, you thought the game might be over, but damn, 85th minute, Coutinho scores after Messi gave up the ball, who just gave up the rock. Mueller gets the ball, sees Coutinho coming. Coutinho puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, I see it. I see the steal on Messi.
I don't even know who got it off of him. Messi just didn't even care. And then in the 89th minute, Coutinho scores again. I didn't even put anything about it. I'm like, it's just so over at this point.
This dude Messi got robbed by Lewandowski.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Shout out to Lewandowski still running around. They wanted to score them goals.
Yeah, they're about that goal life. They really want to put it on you, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Yeah, which I like this. I don't like 2-0, put 8 back. Nah, man, let's go. Let's make make this from a hill to Mount Everest.
Don't let me see that it's 90 plus 3 and we got 6 minutes.
You're still going. You're still
I'm still trying to score. Yeah. So yeah, 89th minute, Coutinho scores again. He got himself a brace and an assist. And yeah, final score 8-2. What an embarrassment. But this is the like I said on Instagram, this is the Barcelona we've been talking about. They're not good.
No.
And Bayern, all intents and purposes, should have done that. I mean, I was thinking more along the lines of 5-1 or something like that. That's what I was thinking it was going to be. But yeah, what is Barcelona going to do to Bayern Munich? What are they going to do? They have nobody. You got Luis Suarez out there. He can't even run around. He can't do anything. You're you're literally having to rely on Arturo Vidal in an advanced position. You have Busquets who never shoots the ball. Come on, dude. It's over, bruh. I want to say this about Lewandowski. This is more evidence about what the role of a center forward is. Because, yeah, Lewandowski had 1 goal. He may have had an assist. I don't remember. He did have an assist to Mueller, at least 1. He had at least 1 assist. He might have had 2, though. But there was 8 goals scored, and Lewandowski only scored 1. And he didn't even have to score that goal. That was I kind of think he was offsides. And if he wasn't
I didn't think he was.
It was just a random header. It wasn't even this is late when Barcelona is not even doing anything.
Yeah.
But Lewandowski had nobody's going to say he had a bad game. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. And in this kind of modern game where you have fast wingers, offensive kind of fullbacks, dudes these guys get forward and these are your speed guys and dudes is putting moves. Lewandowski doesn't have to score the goals. He got to keep the ball. He got to put some pressure on the center backs. He got to make sure that oh my God. This is annoying. Oh, am I back? It was messing up.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay. It said unstable for a second. It's the heat. Lewandowski as the center forward had an amazing game, and he didn't even have to score a goal. He scored a goal, but he didn't have to.
His play as a 9 set a lot of opportunities up for people like Mueller, Alphonso Davies, other players to really create the offense, because when you have players that, even if you're not using him necessarily for the passing distribution, just his placement is a danger. So it's it just creates – that's a proper formation. That's a team with the real formation, real position players. That team it was really crazy to watch them sub out Perisic, and here comes Kingsley Coman, all these dudes. That team they have to win this year. That's so much money and ballers on that team. You got to win. And they got Coutinho for a loan deal. So they're loaning him off Barcelona right now. They didn't even pay how much Barcelona paid, 150 million or 110 million for Coutinho, some crazy amount. I forgot how much it was in dollars. So yeah, that's a team that team is perfectly made for this. They have a good formation. They do a good job of having Mueller kind of float around and just he literally if Lewandowski, Serge, and whoever's on the other side when it's when they have Sane there or whatever, which is ridiculous having him on that team too. When they have him out there, all these players, Mueller's great because he just hustles really hard. He just goes after it, and there's gonna be times where it's not like you can necessarily count on him, but if your team is lacking, he's gonna expose them, and that's good because he's able to finish. He hustles hard. He's in shape. He's running around, and if everybody's just playing properly, that one guy doing that's the most annoying dude on the field. That's the most frustrating person to go against is someone like that who just won't stop. Because he was the one like leading people to keep pressing hard, and he's like attacking defenders, which was creating a lot of really good opportunities for him to set up that 3-1 early. Like that was a lot of him hustling and Lewandowski doing a great job in the middle. Good for them. Like they balled out. They couldn't have played better. And to be honest, Barcelona didn't get exposed. They didn't get exposed because Barcelona's been this bad all year. They've been this bad all year. I never forget. It was like 5 episodes ago, and you said, I just really wish you could just sit and watch a Barcelona game. The minute I did that, I'm like, I cannot believe this team was even a top 4 right now. That's ridiculous. Like I can't believe this team was number 1 at one point in La Liga. That's ridiculous. They're so bad.
Like, perfectly stated, Barcelona was not exposed. Bayern is a good team with good players, and
very, very well coached. They're a good coach team. That young coach, he has them doing all the right things. It's kind of like this Dan thing. You know, he's a fresh young coach, but if you have the players that are willing to believe in you and run and believe in the system you're running, it's different. But when you have a team that has a coach, but he's like a ghost figure compared to some player in the field that's known as the real boss and real chief and stuff like that, that makes it difficult for other people to feel comfortable, believe in formations. It just affects everything overall, you know.
Well,
it shows. I mean,
I don't even know. Like we don't even. I mean, not to go against your point, but it's like we don't even know what that coach is doing. That coach don't have to do much. Like you got good players and you got intense players that want to win. Like Mueller was.
My point is that even if he's not good or not necessarily, like to me, he's good because there's not like a person there or just anything like an individual that like determines the team's outcome. Like they have a plethora of really talented players. So if even those players are willing to just like be selfless, play well, and just do their best to win and try hard and want to improve, that's just good coaching in general because that's a players believing. Like that's players believing in a system. When you have the other side where the last time they really did good was when there was basically a coach that was almost as famous as like Messi in them. It's like one had Luis Enrique. They were balling out back then, right? Then before that, it was Pep. Like, he's famous. He became famous. Like, when you have people like that, it's different. Of course, that was years ago, too. And Pep, that was a younger time. But, like, you can see from now, like, since then, like, things change. Like, it's hard for people like Messi to accept their roles on teams. It's hard for these clubs to make moves and make changes when there's someone so big in their team. You just see a lot of transition happening. And for Barcelona, it's been happening for the worst because it's been poor transitions, poor player management, poor decisions, poor scouting, like all across the board, just really bad.
Yeah, well, going back to Bayern, like I don't even know the coach's name, but like when you got good players and you got players that want to win, they're intense. I mean, it's not like Bayern's like that amazing. They played a bad team the other day. Like they actually played a bad team, and they should have beat them that way because they have better players. Barcelona does not have good players outside of they have some good players, but like outside of like Jordi Alba and Messi, like it's pretty much regular. But like Bayern is like a team, they know it, like these guys already know what they're doing. And yeah, like there's nobody there that's going to be like demanding the ball in the way that Messi does. And there's not a lot of players like that. But going back to like, yeah, when Barcelona was good with that treble year, yeah, they had Neymar, dude. They had Neymar, that Iniesta. Like they got
a properly made team. Iniesta, they had Neymar. They had a real team set up. Not this much of weird signings and confusion going on.
And Iniesta has as much seniority as Messi.
Yeah, he does. He was a team captain.
So Messi can't boss around Iniesta the way that he's doing now. Like you got to play football back then, and you got players that are able to do that. Like
there was like a real structure back then.
Yeah, exactly. Now it ain't a structure, and Messi just drops back and gets the ball, and he's trying to pass it to Luis Suarez, who can't even move except for in the box, basically. So, yeah, anyway, Barcelona lost 8-2. I'm going to keep this paper here because I do have a question to ask after this recap of Lyon versus City. which you did ruin for me. But go ahead.
All right, so we're starting the game off. Man City, Lyon. Once again, Lyon coming back with the All Blacks. Shout out New Zealand. They came with the All Blacks because they heard Bam really liked it in his terrible connection. Bam is coming live from a hot spot in some safari. So 4-minute mark, it looks like we're already going to get it cracking. Kyle Walker at the 4-minute mark almost scores on Ederson with the chest pass that would have been a we made it goal of the century. It would have been a we made it goal of the century.
Own goal.
Own goal of the century. It would have beat Vidal's goal and Danilo's goal easily. He chest bumps it towards Ederson, and it goes low, and Ederson fumbles under Ederson before he catches it. I was like, oh, man, that would have been a nice goal right there, dog. I've never seen a chest pass goal. That would have been clean. And, of course, it's all pretty much a battle between a better fullback own goal between Danilo and him. Formerly teammates as well, too. 18 probably taught him that. Like, dog, you just got to turn like this to score your own goalie. 18-minute mark. I'll keep it real with you. Like the touches, the play was so bad. I couldn't believe what I was watching. It was like one of those things where I was like, well, like I was like, is this like? I was like, these teams are not playing good. It's like Man City was kind of doing their up front press, but they changed the whole formation. They brought like a whole bunch of different people in. Some dude named Eric Garcia came in. They had a whole different lineup out there. I get like Pep's a tinker. He likes to tinker with things and mess around, but it almost looked like it's to their own detriment because I think Pep's biggest enemy has always been himself. Like he always, I think, overdoes it, he overthinks, and it's always in these kind of games because I mean it's been 9 years like since he's won one of these. Like it's been a while, and I think he thinks that as he gets these bigger roles, he needs to step up, and he's messing with himself because it looks like the players when they're playing, you could tell like. It's almost like they were learning about what they were doing as they were playing there. It wasn't like they were going and running something they've been methodically going all year, and here we are willing to execute it against OL and show why we're a better team. No, it looked like they were all just like figuring it out as they're out there, and I'm like, that's kind of bad because one slip up and you can get really exposed, and then you're digging out, you're like running in sand after that. So you had a question in your terrible connection. What's up?
No, I was just you already said that because when you were saying the touches, I was wondering if you meant both teams or just one team.
One team. So it was basically Man City kind of pressing on OL side the whole time, but they were doing what Real Madrid didn't do is when they kept getting overpressed, instead of trying to dribble out a lot, they were doing a lot just over the top. They were just chucking that joint. They were chucking it wide. Cornet was really wide. Anwar was just what a sensational midfielder. Oh my God. Like it's just beautiful watching him. Like it's so true what he says. I mean, good thing we had him in FIFA. We didn't know who he was. He's sensational. Remember he was our midfielder when you were playing we were running around with him. When you had that 1 year where you were CDM, you were amazing. With him, it's you can tell, like, I know a lot of players say that their favorite players, blah, blah, but you can like see, like, I can understand why he appreciated or looked up to Zidane. Like you can tell, like, was Zidane one of the best, other than the phenomenal skills Zidane had, one of the most incredible things Zidane could do, he just had great retention. Like, it was really hard to get the ball off him, and it wasn't him doing a bunch of fancy tricks. He just kept it super tight. Like, he was able to dribble like this far up, and it's incredible. Like, people Messi do that, you know? And that's so annoying. Like, it's like 4 people would be on him. Like, he's just keeping this ball the whole time and moving around. It's just beautiful to watch. Oh, I want him to go to Spain so bad. Please go to Spain, please. Anywhere. No. Just go to Spain, please.
Stay in France.
No, leave, please.
Vive la France.
Vive la France. The League of Talents. Yeah, so, yeah, they're playing a lot of over-the-top balls. Depay's making a lot of runs. It made sense. It made the Lyon's reaction was the right one to the over-press by Man City.
Sir, let's not downplay it. We made it Music Award winner Memphis Depay. We got to say it at least the first time. Then you don't got to say it. But please, the first time, please address him as we made it Music Award winner.
Music Award, International Artist Award winner, Memphis Depay. Tennessee Memphis Depay did that. 23-minute mark, a long ball goes to this dude I've heard in my life named Toko Hakambi or whatever. Sound like a Black Panther character.
Came from the Real.
Long ball goes through him on and then Kyle Walker keeps him onside because, you know, Kyle Walker's chilling. He passes it back to the corner, who does like a beautiful like a low bender on Ederson neck tattoo. Goal, buddy. Like that's the kind of goal. Like he literally is just pressing the line, set him up, and did that beautiful. Whoop. I love that. Just a true lefty shot. Only way a lefty can make a shot on the left side of the field is either that or some narrow across the. That's all they can do on the left side. So it was beautiful. Good for him. Never thought at first I didn't really like him sitting on the left side, but I could see why. Like they had him in there to service a lot. He was doing a lot of service work, and he was playing a whole lot of defense. Oh my God.
Well, Maxwell Cornet, even last match, Maxwell Cornet was playing kind of like a wing back, kind of.
Yeah, he was definitely wing back, and he was on that back line. Like he was like literally doing offsides traps. I'm like, Jesus Christ, man! Didn't know he was center back, dog.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna turn the light on.
Okay, 41st minute mark. 31st minute mark. Depay had this beautiful back heel to Aouar, and Depay, when he does the back heel, he does my favorite thing ever. He just beeline makes a run on it. He just back heels and goes. And of course, Aouar does a beautiful pass, but just too much sauce on it. And it like when he gets it, he's like in between the city defender, just kind of fumbles. I'm like, oh, he was so mad. It was a beautiful play. I love watching that with the gold cleats too. Shout out Michael Johnson. 41st minute mark, Sterling, Raheem the Dream said, I'm still in the game. Does a beautiful, like a fake cross. He like fakes it. 2 Lyon defenders go sliding out of bounds, and he turns over to the left, crosses it to the middle, and this dude, Rodri, passes it to Ederson. Like, passes it to Anthony Lopes. Pass it to him, like a little pass. And like he fumbles a little bit. He like, I almost got it. Like, no, but that was literally like a 10-mile-per-hour kick. Like, that was Bam's left foot. So that happens.
Who? Don't ever.
I'm saying it's Tark's left foot. Just kidding. So I have first half notes. This game still kind of boring. Not as turned. It looks like City's trying to learn the offense they're playing in, and I don't know why you're doing this in an elimination game. Like, it's not – I don't think Pep understood it was a tournament limit. It wasn't like an aggregate. Like, it's now or never, big dog. So I'd rather go dying on the shield of us running what we've been winning with all year than me doing some new stuff. It was really weird. Like, it was like Laporte back there with some other dude. It was it was a weird formation.
Did you say Eric Garcia started?
Yeah. I'm like, why'd you put the Foden dude in? It wasn't Foden ball last week. What are you doing?
Well, Foden is not a center back.
No, but Foden was playing midfield. He played center striker against Real Madrid. Why'd you play him again? He didn't play.
Eric Garcia is so bad. He's so whack.
Whatever, dude. He looks so boring. I mean, he reminds me of an American player. So weak.
Yeah.
I'm actually intrigued how the second half is going to go because in natural tinkering sense, Pep's going to make a change. So Pep does make a change. He brings in Mahrez into the game. Does nothing. So 67-minute mark, Man City with a goal. They've had majority possession since the halftime. Goal Man City. We're now sitting at a 1-1 game. 68th minute. Sterling passes the ball.
Who scored?
I said Sterling.
No, you didn't. What happened?
Sterling with the goal. Sterling had the ball on the right side, crosses over and kicks it with his left, and it goes right into the inside pocket of Ederson. Beautiful goal, dog. Beautiful goal.
Lopes.
Sorry, Lopes. 68th minute. Jesus pressing back there. Scores another goal. 2-1 against Lyon.
Wait. Hold on. What minute was that?
68th minute. A minute after the 67-minute goal. 72nd minute. I was lying. None of those goals happened.
What the hell, man? You just made those up?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with this game right now?
I'm just kidding. 6-7-minute marks. This has been the most boring goddamn second he leaves the show. 6-7-minute mark. This is the most boring entry back into a game I've ever seen in my life. Man City were just sitting with majority possession, but because they're just not able to like create any offense, it's weird. Like there's it's like Gabriel Jesus and Sterling are just kind of floating and doing work, but you could see like around the 68-minute mark, Sterling was like, okay, like I need to turn up right now because the minute Caesar wrote down the note that they're boring and doing nothing, Sterling takes the ball, beautiful control, goes baseline, pulls it back, and then does a beautiful pass to De Bruyne, who just finishes it cleanly. 1-1 game. We're here. We're live. It's cracking right now.
I'm sorry. What minute was that again? I'm sorry.
It's the 68 minute becomes 1-1 in the game.
Okay, gotcha.
So we're tied up, and I was like, okay, look, this is huge because now, now Man City's be like, oh, we figured out a way to do it. Sterling's going to be turned up. Like, let's see what happens and how Lyon's going to react. 76-minute Aouar is just literally sensational. He retains possession.
I'm going to watch this game, too, even though you're going to tell me. I'm going to go back and watch it.
You should. Log into my CBS Sports.
I got Spanish channels.
Okay. Aouar, he retains possession. Bodies off 2 defenders, including Sterling. Sterling, like, tried to tackle him. He just, like, kind of dropped him off of him and kept the ball the whole time dribbling. And he just, like, Depay makes a beautiful run towards the middle, passes it too much sauce on it, and Ederson neck tattoo boots it away. Like, it would have been a clean attempt. Like, this part I wrote, 75th minute mark, Depay being subbed out for Moussa Dembele. I wanted to give Depay a hug because he was doing exactly what Bam just spoke about Lewandowski. No, he didn't score. He had very little touches. It was actually sad to see because he's actually a player who was not just like he's just a big center forward. Like, he can actually dribble, do moves. He's elusive, very dangerous. And you didn't get to see that because he's just playing like a center forward, just making runs. But they needed that. That's what they needed in this formation. And he was doing his thing. So I know he was upset, but dog, someone give you a hug on the sideline, get some Gatorade, you'll be good. Just watch the game, homie. Musa comes in the game. Musa looked like he was definitely eating good before the game, looking a little chubby there. Oh yeah, he was definitely. I was like, man, he kind of like moved his shirt around. I was like, yeah, we saw that gut, buddy. So 75th minute mark. 77th minute mark. Jesus had this opportunity to score a ball. Sterling once again just doing whatever he wants, both sides of the field. Put some moves on the fullback. Is it Marcel? I think Marcel for Lyon. Does a nice little dump cross over to Jesus instead of just doing a header to put in. He does some like sidewinder kung fu kick, and it just goes out of bounds. And he knows he messed up because he wasn't mad for real. He just kind of got up and like started jogging off. I'm like, loser. Should have went back to Palmeiras. So
he was like, oh, I thought I was offsides. My bad.
Yeah, with like 15 defenders in front of him. So 78th minute mark. Oh my God. Whoa. Toko Ekambi was offsides on this play. A through ball comes through from who else? Anwar. Through ball comes through. He's mad offsides. I mean, he's offsides as you can be. Through ball comes through. Toko just dummies it under him. It goes to Moussa Dembele one-on-one with Ederson. Nutmeg goal. And Moussa Dembele 2-1. Lyon is winning the game. Everybody stopped. They want to know if it's offside because technically he was kind of throwing off the play a little bit. But let's get it cracking. Whatever though. Yeah, like it was. When you watch that goal, you're gonna be like, oh, like how's that not offsides? Like it's incredible. But Musa was definitely onside for it. Goal scored. Yeah, on Ederson neck tattoo, Ederson thigh tattoo now too. It looks ridiculous. Yeah, it's wild. It's so creepy. I'm like, never mind. That's racist. So, 85th minute mark. This goal by Sterling broke my heart.
Caesar, first of all, I see your face right now. I see your face because you already lied to me once. So
no. Well, headlines is real. That's real.
Okay, because I see your face though.
It's just funny me reading like this blank by Sterling broke my heart. It's funny reading that like in a note, like it says it on my paper. 85th minute mark. This miss by Sterling broke my heart.
There we go.
And that's really not fair. Oh my God. A beautiful run, which I at first thought was yelling at. I was yelling at Gabriel Jesus saying like he should have gave the ball earlier. He kept going wide, crossed it right in front of Anthony Lopes. Beautiful. Sterling's by himself in front of the goal. He kicks it. He's looking at the goal like he already scored, and it goes above the post. And it wasn't like one of those where like, oh, like no, like it's hard. It actually it was like perfectly there. His foot was perfect. It just didn't go. Like we talked about Bubble, it just didn't go in. Dog. He got on the ground with the ball under him and was just on the ground like this. Even Lopes when it rubbed his back. I was like, dog, That one he's never gonna forget. Like that one sucks. That's like I don't wish that on my enemy. That's a terrible feeling. He misses it. The look on his face, like when he's walking back, I'm like, damn, I think he cried for real. Like that's a rough one because they were down 2-1 also. That would have been tied it up. But it's all good because a minute later, Ederson neck tattoo doing a goofy ass save, like goofy easy ball. It's an easy ball. He deflects it instead of catching it, and like it bounces off of him. I don't know why he did that. And here comes Musa Dembele. Kaboom! Another goal right in there. 3-1, dog. 3-1. 3-1. And I wrote my last note at the 90-minute mark. Awar literally has not lost the ball ever. Like the pinnacle of opposite of a ball loser is this man. This man does not lose the ball. Like it's a 3-1 game. It's 90 minutes. 5-minute stop. He's just still dribbling around. So 3-1. Lyon advances. That's two French league teams advancing. Both Espanol teams gone to the crib. That's crazy. Another Premier League team gone. That's crazy. This is an insane tournament. And Bam, you can go ahead and tell everybody what we got coming up next. What's it going to be then? What's this matchup going to be?
Well, we got Lyon versus Bayern and PSG versus Leipzig.
I was not caring. I watched the Lyon game. I'm like so excited to watch Lyon Bayern, and I'm so excited to watch PSG Leipzig. Like I'm actually really excited for these games now.
Now here's my question because I didn't forget. Caesar.
Hola.
Keep it a buck. Is there an asterisk on this Champions League this season?
Absolutely.
Yes, I think so too.
I'm sorry. I'm having a great time. This is fun. I wish this was the format. I wish we were just playing like in Yugoslavia, or I'm sorry, Warsaw, just single elimination games. Like that'd be fun. This is it's like I go to bed. I'm like, wait a minute, there might be a game tomorrow. I'm like, oh God, there is. And it's a single elimination. It's over. It's over. I love it because it makes it that much more exciting. I'm like, oh, they still got to go next week and fly back. And no, we're getting it done right here, right now. So bring it on. It's 5 subs. Let's get it cracking. I love that. It's fun. But man, there was 5 months in between these games. It's goofy. These teams are totally different. Teams are missing players. Timo Werner's now sitting over here. It's just kind of weird. It's really funny because if PSG somehow wins this, they would win. It would be PSG fashion to win the one Champions League that's goofy.
That you're not going to get the credit for it.
They're never going to get the credit for it. I mean, they're going to get the credit for it because that's going to be the agenda that I think Champions League is going to push to media.
You got the trophy.
You can't do that. You're going to get the trophy.
Yeah.
But in the streets, you're not really going to get the love of like the grind. Because normally – this isn't really a grind to me. This has been just like, here we go. Like, we get breaks and just keep going. Champions League is a fucking grind, man. Like, it's a grind, and it's May, and here we are after this long-ass year. People hurt, destroyed, tired, and then we're going to get it cracking now.
Well, I think this is the biggest thing that makes Champions League difficult. I think it's because you have to play these matches around your league matches.
Yeah, it's like because normally PSG would go back. Then they play this game on Sunday. Then they go back again for this Wednesday game. That's a lot going on, dog.
The fact that that's not happening puts the asterisks on this Champions League.
I mean, look at the example for CONCACAF Champions League. What's their biggest argument about not caring about it? They just can't afford to rotate. They don't have these deep rosters that these European teams have. So they got to play this game on Thursday, fly down to God knows Querétaro, and play this match in Querétaro with not even with some Martinez or Adamiron, some other dudes you never heard of because they're tired, some Gressel guy. You got to fly back over to Atlanta and play your game again on what, like Sunday, Saturday? It's a lot, dog. It's traveling, and that's what makes Champions League to me like the ultimate prize because it's good you win your league and stuff like that, but to me it's bigger when you're able to go into these – I mean, they got Russia in this damn thing. Like, You got to go to St. Petersburg. Then you got to fly back and do this game in Leipzig. Then you got to do this game in here. It's to me, it's like this is the true system of showing the ultimate team. This team is ultimate. Ajax is always going to get love from me because they even the year they did this, it was on a real like schedule. They went through the hardest goddamn lineup ever. It was like Juve, Bar. They were just playing these tough ass teams to get to where they were, and they lost. But they grinded it out. They weren't in this like Leipzig. It's like, yeah, you did it, but damn dog, you got a 1-0 Madrid. You never had to go to the Calderon and get that 1-0 where say what you want. It's hard to win over there. It's crazy. It's tough. It's Simeone's home. They didn't have to do that. They did a neutral site, no fans, kicking it with the speaker delaying weird crowd noises, which I'm like, please take that off. Just make it. As long as I don't have to hear the players yelling, I'm good. They should just play the DJ the whole time, just mixing beats. It's a grind. This one's a definite asterisk in my book. You know,
for me too.
I'm gonna say PSG is the Champions League winner if they win, or Bayern, but you're gonna get an asterisk. You're gonna get an asterisk, dog. Like Sammy Sosa goes corking them bats. You got an asterisk, dog.
Yeah, it's you get the trophy, but it's like it's not the same as winning it last year. You know, like it's just not the same.
It's not, dog. I'm sorry, man.
That's what I wanted to ask. Like I wanted to see if you and Chris, because for me it's like
this tournament's fun. This is a blast.
Yeah, it's fun, but it ain't real.
Part of me thinks that like this is how Europa League should be. Like Europa League should be this format because I'm like Europa League is way more teamed. It's way longer. It's way stupider. Like why don't you make Europa League? You know what they could do? They could if they could sub some of those teams and put some lower teams in, like even lower, like even lower on us, like more mid-table teams, and like but make it single games, like single game, kind of like England does with the FA Cup. That's cool. FA Cup is cool to me. Like here they go, they play this game, and the beginning, what is it like? It's like the lower team gets the home field or something like that. Yeah, whatever. Like I'm down.
Well, FA Cup does have replays, but they're not going to do any for next season.
The straight one games?
Yeah, they're not going to do any replays.
But no, FA Cup is no replays. Is replays up until quarter or something like that, right? I think quarters it's just single game.
I'm not sure, but they do have replays if you tie, but they're not going to do that this season.
Well, and that's the format. That's what Europa League should be. It should be, look, you got one game, get it cracking. If you're like a higher whatever prestige team, you go over there to goddamn Russia, go win that game over there. Because whatever, like just do whatever, or just neutral site anything. Like
or just
play at Wembley in England. I don't care. Whatever. Dude.
Neutral site or flip for it, whatever. But I also
it could be a coin flip, I don't care. A draw, whatever.
Also, we gotta talk about fossil fuels, man. Like, come on, dude. Like we're gonna do going all over the damn shit for Europa League.
Yeah. I think this would be a good Europa League should be their experimentation. They should be using that league as like they got to keep worried about the ratings. They're not blowing the water. So come on, dog. The only reason they cared because Man City won. They were like all happy about it. It's like they were doing good or whatever. They don't really care, man. So what they really need to be doing is using that league to be a good template to be like, look, why don't we make some adjustments here? Why don't we make this like? Why don't we take a little bit of like what MLS back is doing, a little bit of what Champions League did? Try to make something happen. Maybe we have one location that's like within 8-hour flights of all European teams, something like that, or 7 hours. Just one, we could pick a spot or just whatever. Just try something new. Yeah. Because if Champions League is going to be your flag bearer, then I think Europa League should be the fun, like the experiment, like see what's new, like make it FA Cup style, which I think FA Cup is cool. It's cool when you see like Millwall or whatever start pushing through, or some of these teams like Derby County pushing through because of these single game elimination modes. They're able to just get this result and boom, they're moving on. They beat Arsenal. You know, it's cool to see that.
Yeah, and honestly, like I don't mind like the teams that end up in Europa League. I think that's fine, but like at least have single eliminations. Maybe you have 2 matches in the semifinals, but actually, no, because it's like
just single
have because you're gonna have a single elimination final. Yeah, so just have single elimination all the way through.
And also, it would give incentive for these smaller teams to want to be good because they get to bring in a Real Madrid. Because if you give automatic home field to like the lower club or whatever, like
I don't think they should do that. I don't think they should.
No, but I'm saying like in the beginning stages, if you don't do neutral sites, like let's say you do that because there might be too many games for a neutral site. If you do that, at least you have incentive to because you want you want to make this tournament real and give money to the major teams, but you also want to make it a good incentive for smaller teams to get it cracking, why they need to pay money to be involved in this. Like, it needs to be a mutual, maybe fandom increasing, and like more, you get better seats sold or more sellouts when this happens because Real Madrid's in town, but at the same time Real Madrid gets paid more to go there. Like, I don't know, like just have a balance.
It just depends because you do have big teams playing each other in Europa League. Sevilla versus Roma. That's two
you
pretty
do.
So that would be like, y'all figure that out, but like at least have single elimination, dude. Like,
I agree.
We can't be having round of 64 2 matches, round of 32 2 matches. Like, no, dude. Like, we cannot do that.
Damn Norway team have a 2-round match against Saint Etienne. I do not want to see that. Please, no.
Or even like Inter versus Saint Etienne. Like, no, dude.
No.
One match. Anyway, they about to come get C's. Best damn recaps in the world.
I mean, we really do it. I know.
I feel like that was like 2 hours. I don't know. But,
we're here. You said what?
I said I feel like that was like 2 hours. I don't even know.
Yeah, you hate me. That's why.
Who? Look at this guy. Blaming
Barcelona recap. Go ahead.
Gotta blame the black person. Here we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here I am suffering.
Suffering how?
Because I'm the black person here. Go ahead.
Right. Anyway, okay, so next week, there's Tuesday and Wednesdays the matches. So I kind of want to do a recap for Tuesday and then maybe Wednesday do like a whole episode with the recap.
Yeah, we'll see what's up. I need to look at my schedule.
Okay. I mean, because we can do it later in the night too. Like, I don't mind.
Okay, yeah, I can do that for sure then.
Yeah. Well, or we'll figure it out. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because PSG, I think, play Tuesday.
All right.
Also, it's kind of whack because, damn, like PSG playing Leipzig in the semifinal. Like, damn, dog. Like, big asterisk there.
Well, they could have played this, but they're probably like,
oh, yeah.
Woo-wee.
No, seriously. All right, yo. We made a podcast.com. Holler back.
All right, big dog.